Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Alex. And have you subscribed to my channel? In case you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Most of you watch my videos and you don't subscribe to my channel. It's sad. Can I give you time to subscribe to my channel? Please subscribe to my channel. Also share the conversations, the topics that I discuss here. It's a free space, it's a safe space. You can always share your opinion on the comment section, share it with your friends, with your family. We are trying to grow this community, so if you have an opportunity to watch this video, share, subscribe. It costs you nothing, imagine, to just do that. So yeah, I know for the last 2 weeks we didn't have a video. This thing called consistency, well, it's not even a joke, by the way. There has been a little bit of transition in my life, so I had to take some time off, but I'm back and I feel so good about being back because once you take a break, you come back and una feel so much refreshed, and I feel like more content is coming and more good things are coming. So, and today, actually what happens is today I was supposed to have a video. Then in the morning I realized I didn't have some of my equipment, but I had to compromise and work with what I have. So I don't want to give excuses as to why we won't have a video this week, so bear with me, but we move regardless. We have to work with what we have. We can't be slaves of our emotions and of our moods, or maybe give excuses of our situation. So yes, it feels good to be back. I have missed you guys, and let's continue with the good work we are doing. So as I said, today I will be giving you guys more of a life update. These are the things I think I have learned throughout 2022, most of them. And this being the last 3 months of this year, I thought it would be wise to share with you guys what I have learned over a period of 2022. Also, you'll bear with me. I really have I'm a little bit under the weather, so yeah, bear with me with my voice. The first one is there's no perfect time to do something, to do anything. I think the past one video I did talk about me procrastinating and me doing waiting for the right time to do the right things, and I realized there's no perfect timing to do things. So nowadays what I do with what I have, if I'm supposed to do something, I will push myself, I will drag myself to do that thing. Because if I wait until maybe I am okay, maybe my emotions are at par, maybe I have the money to do so, it will never happen. I will keep on pushing things, and 3 years later I will realize this is something that I would have done way longer. So nowadays what I keep in mind is there's no perfect time to do something. If I am meant to do something, I will move up and down yani to be able to do that thing. So because of that spirit of procrastination, do anything. There's no right time for you to do anything, by the way. I felt today in the morning when I woke up and I realized I didn't have some of my equipment, I was how about I postpone this video to a later date this week. And I'm like, okay, so what if I postpone this video alafu somewhere along the way this week I don't find time to shoot? So let me work with what I have. After all, we are trying to be consistent. So, and we can't give excuses, by the way. There is no perfect time to do anything. Do it now. Actually, do it right now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Do it today. Actually, right now. So the next thing is this I have learned over a couple of days ago. People want you to do well, but not better than them. Actually, when growing up, I remember my dad used to tell me, not even your siblings, what is best for you. The only people who wish you best, they want what is best for you, they are your parents have lived their lives, so they can only wish for the best for you, in terms of you are their child, you are their heir, I would say. So they can only wish you the best. Even your siblings, even your brothers, even you with your sisters. I remember my dad kept on insisting, nobody wants what is best for you apart from your parents. And it's something that has over a period of time in 2022 come to play in so many other ways, like with your friends, sometimes maybe with family. And there's not so much you can do about that, but what you can do is like just keep it in mind, like do you and do your best, you know. And as much as people wish you well, often they don't, yes, they wish you well to some extent, but not to for you to do better than them. So keep that in mind. That is point number 2. And number 3 is like fear will keep you from living your best life, by the way, ama your desired life. So and life belongs to those who are bold enough to step out of their comfort zone. So this is something I have been struggling. Unajua, sometimes you're out here unajichocha, you know, sometimes you're doing your best, but sometimes you feel like your best is not your best, you know. Sometimes you have those reservations, like me, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be judged, I don't want to be talked about, you know, I don't want to have like this backlash, you know. So you put some reservations to your life ama to what you want to achieve. But let me tell you, by the way, this life belongs to those people who are bold enough, those people who you'll like with this internet kind of world. So you'll see somebody maybe on your comment section and tell you like something that is nasty, maybe it's very early in the morning. It's upon you to decide, am I going to have a good day, am a bad day, because about this person say this and this thing about me. But so these people who are like negative about maybe you, and they don't even know you like on a personal level, you're not even supposed to feel bad about it. So sometimes when you have fear to sometimes to even like maybe create content, you don't want to get out of your comfort zone, you know, you want to be in like you want to be in a space whereby you're familiar with. So, and this is something that I'm constantly very aware about. And the remaining 3 months of this year, I want to do things, you know, things that I feel like I have reserved myself from doing. And I will give an example to this. An example is I fear to go like for events alone. I always have that cafe, you know, I don't know anyone, you know, how see people will like see like maybe like a loner. When this girl doesn't have like friends, I'm taking up that challenge. I want to go to a couple of events all by myself, you know, like I don't know, like I don't know anybody, and go interact with new people. I think that is actually, when you go like somewhere alone, it's the best time to get to create and create new networks, and also to create new friendships maybe, and also to get new ideas from different people. Also, when you go to social gatherings with people, you know, often you're confined to, you know, I'm safe, I can talk to this person. But I always have that fear of going somewhere, I'm also in a social place all by myself. So I'm taking up that challenge. These last 3 months of this year, I want to go different places, more so social places, all by myself. I hope I'll be back here to tell you all about it. But actually, the first one I want to do, I think it's this Thursday. No, this Thursday or this Wednesday. There's a certain event I hope I will make to go. So yes, on to my 4th point is you always have a choice. Often in life, we feel like we are stuck up in moments, in situations. We are stuck up maybe in our workplaces. We are stuck up in situationships, in relationships. I'm here to tell you guys, by the way, you always have a choice. And the thing about choice is it's very, very funny. And once you decide to make a choice, there are either two outcomes. It's either you're going to get through the choice you have made, or you're going to make a mistake and you're going to learn from that. So do not be afraid of making choices, you know. Also, if you're not like in a happy place, if you're not in a happy place, if you're in a toxic environment, try your best to always make the right choice that is good for you, not for anybody else, but the right choice that is good for you. And that a choice that is going to give you a peace of mind, a choice that's going to make you happy, more so for your happiness. Do things, make choices that makes you happy, make choices that you feel like this is going to help me out in one or two to three things. And also sometimes the choices you make are all about you. You know, you don't have to think about anybody else, and you don't have to listen also to anybody else. Do what makes you happy, and make choices that makes you happy. Do not feel like you're stuck up anywhere. Would say there is light by the end of the tunnel. So whatever the choice you make, by the end of the day, is either you get a lesson, or you make it out through whatever the situation is. So to the other point is, you are not defined by what you have. People will always have a perception of you based on your consistent action and or how you impact them. Like, this came about a few weeks ago when I think for my friends, because I wouldn't say, like, I have a big social the lighting is quite poor, so I have like a couple of friends. I would say I'm a very social person, and I realized like people have grouped me in such a way whereby people grade me maybe according to my capabilities. Some people like group you according to like your personality. Some people group you like according to the way they see you. They don't really know you, but the way they see you, they get to put you in a certain maybe kind of a bracket, a certain kind of group of people. So this is what I have learned. I have met with people who are telling me, I didn't expect you could do this, but why can't I do that? You know, I have these different layers of who I am as a person. Me, I believe I can fit in so many places, so many spaces. One day, I'm this diva, you know, like looking all cute. The next day, utanipata kwa streets, like unaget, like unaniangalia, you're like, is this the same person? So despite who you are, I think that despite who you are, do not allow, okay, there's that room to allow people to be unpredictable. Not every, you don't let in just anybody, but sorry about that. What I can say is despite who you are as a person, people will judge you, people will have opinions about your life, people will tell you what to do. Most of that bit of people telling you what to do, me, and what happens is, even like sorry about that. So what happens is, like, according to the way people see you, I'ma group you, I'ma put you somewhere, they will find something that relates to who you are, and then sometimes they even forward you maybe on WhatsApp, on Instagram. But over a period of time, I have learned, like, once people like feel, I'ma think like I'm that kind of a person, I'ma this would relate to me. My thought process is like, for you to have forwarded me that thing, what was going through your mind? You know, some are positive, yes, there are things that they could help me in one way or another. But it's so weird when somebody calls you like on a Saturday evening or on a Friday night, and they're like, oh, you're not going out today. And probably that's a part of me that has been there before, but people fail to understand, because there was a time I used to host like in clubs. So when people expect you every Friday, Saturday, maybe you're somewhere, maybe like hosting, or you're somewhere out there. But nowadays, like, when you find me like on a Friday evening, I'm on a Saturday evening, like just chilled, like in the house, you call me, and like you get to wonder what really happened. It's like life happens, people grow, and I wouldn't say like going out it's a bad thing, or it's something like I decided I won't be doing. But you see like how people carry you, Emma, how people take you for a moment, you know. I hope you're trying to understand what like, kuna watu wanakuanga wamekuweka in a certain kind of position depending on who you are, depending on how they relate with you. Some even put you in spaces whereby, according to even your financial status, according to whatever you bring to the table, people will have that perception about you. So do you, like, I always keep on insisting, if there's, be authentic, like, be yourself, be who you believe you are. And also, do not doubt your capability, by the way. You know, some people will be like, ataweza kweli, like, prove them wrong, you know, like, you are what you believe you are. So my next point is not everybody will like you, and that's okay. nobody will see your true value and appreciate you for who you are. Ah, that one is close to my heart. And sometimes they say, you never know what you have till it's gone. And if there is one thing that I have learned, is not to take people for granted. So this one I will talk from a vulnerable point of my life. So for a very long time, I have always thought that I am okay by myself, not dating, and it's not like I'm not okay, like me being single. I am okay being single, but recently, this week actually, there's something that happened, and I was like, oh wow, I wish I had a babe I could go home to, Ama. Not really go home to, but I wish I had a babe I could call and tell me, you know what, this and this is happening, and they let me know, Ama, they let me in and tell me, you know what, it's going to be okay. For somebody to just tell you it's going to be okay. And this came about like a tough moment I have been going through this week, as I talked about earlier, like there's a bit of transitioning that is happening. And sometimes I was like, I wish I had like a guy, who could fix one, two, three things. I'm so sure it would have been much more easier for me if I had a person, you know, kuna hizo vitu, like you feel like maybe a guy would have done much more better than you could have done. And for a very long time, I thought I was doing so much okay being very single. But this week, something happened in my life and I'm like, oh wow, I need to start like having, those romantic kind of relationship. It's not bad that I'm single, because for a very long time I think I have been single because it's out of choice. But I'm starting to, to reconsider. I think it's time to have somebody in your life, to have somebody to share the good times and the bad times. So yeah. So yeah, then nobody that point was like, nobody will see your true value and appreciate you. So people always know what you brought to the table once you're not that close to them. Once like maybe you're no longer that tight, which is still okay. But I think sometimes it's up to you to know who you are and the value you bring to yourself. I know myself and I know what I'm capable of bringing to the table. I don't need conviction from anybody else. This is me, this is my truth, this is who I serve as Alex. So, of course, a compliment from any other person would make me feel okay. Not okay, but it would make me feel like brightened up. But it doesn't mean I need to like subject myself to other people telling me of my value. No, I know myself. I would say there's one thing I know is like I know myself, I know what I want, and I know who I am. So if somebody comes into my life and make me feel like I'm a little bit not as per their expectations, I'm as to what they thought they would be, I'm like, okay, then me and you, we can't be friends. Me and you, we can't be vibing, because I'm not about to be given that attitude like I'm not good enough. Not now, not anytime soon, not ever. So yeah, don't make people feel like you're not worth enough. I'ma make you feel like they're better than you. No, 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 no. We are all equal, I would say, and we are all important. And this I will link it to my next point, which is sometimes you have to hear it from a stranger, somebody who you don't even know, for it to make sense to you. So, and this point came about something that happened last night. So last night, at around Gioni, there was something I was doing, and there's this guy who's helping me to do that thing. So, and we started vibing with that guy, like it's a guy you wouldn't think at me and him we would even vibe. Like, to be honest, and sorry to say so, and you see all these people si wa mtaani, you think like maybe wamepotea, all they ever do is drink. Last night I was interacting with one of the guys like from where I live, and yeah, he's 24/7 Evam Levi, but he told me something that left me thinking, oh wow, this is somebody who doesn't know me. This is somebody we've never interacted like on a really personal level before. So this is what he told me. He told me his life story, and he told me his passion. And he told me if he had like this amount of money, this is what he would do, because he is passionate about business. And he explained to me where the passion came from. So he took me step by step from his from his college life, how he used to steal some money from the dad to go put on, like how he used to steal some money from the dad to go do some biashara. So he is so passionate about biashara. So there's one thing he told me. He told me, Stella, yes, he told me, Stella, this is what I'm going to tell you. Go find out what you're passionate about and then work on that. This is somebody, like, in my whole life, I never thought we would like interact to that extent. You know, unaona ase wachafu unaonanga huko kijijini huko mjini, like mpaka you're looking at them, you're like, can we even have a sort of a conversation? Yeah, that guy told me, go sit down and listen and look at what you are passionate about, then work on that. Because I was trying to do some research on 1, 2, 3 things. That's why, like, I have approached him, and he was like, me, I'm passionate about business, and I know one day this is what I'm going to do. And I was like, oh wow, you know, like, we see people just out here, and sometimes tunafikirianga like, you know, like, these people don't have so much to tell us. You know, sometimes you think ama you're here, ama them they're here, but once you interact with these people, you're like, wow, by the way, these people, they have so much to offer. So, and that thing struck me so hard because the reason as to it struck me so hard because this is our person. I'm telling you, if you saw that guy, if you see like these chokosh people think, you know, that's the kind of guy I was interacting with. And I was like, wow, if this guy can talk about passion and tell me to go look for what I'm passionate about, and like, he is the last person I thought he could even tell me such a thing, you know. And it has got me thinking like the whole day, you know, what am I good at? What do I love to do? And I'm a work in progress, of course. And trust you me, that is something I'm looking into. And so I'm going to give it like a very, like, it's something that I need to give a thought about it, and like a deep thought about that. So yeah, and to my last point would be, for everyone who come in your life and who come your way, knowingly or unknowingly, they come into your life for a reason. And they are there in your life maybe for the next chapter of your life, or they are there to give you a certain lesson. So also this came about some few weeks ago. There was a meeting I was supposed to have with someone. So to cut the long story short, a decade ago, there was a guy who was hitting on me. And it didn't work out. I don't want to go into details. It didn't work out. But when I look at him now, and the conversations we have right now, and the way he behaves, now I understand the reason as to why it didn't work out by then. But then I was so hurt. But then I was so like, kwani uchalia na nimebaje and stuff like that. But a decade later, it makes much more sense. And I was like, you know, sometimes we ask God so many questions. Like, you know, why does this have to happen to me? Why do I have to be the one to get hurt? Sis, like, be grateful it ended. Because when I look at him right now, I can tell you for free, we can never work out. Like, and I was looking at, right now he's married, he has a family. Right now he has married and he has a family. But when I look at him and the conversations that we have, I'm like, oh wow, I thank God it didn't work out, because I can't deal with who he is as a person. So, and I was like, for every person, for everybody who comes into your life, maybe sometimes they leave like a lesson in your life. Don't ask God, don't ask too many questions, you know, don't question God. There's a reason as to why, as to everybody who comes into your life. Also, to relate on this other guy I was talking about on my previous point, which was, well, I say wachafu wa mtaani, you think like there's not so much conversations like you can have with them. So after having a conversation with that guy, I thought to myself, you know, we judge people too quickly simply because you see them on the streets. You know, you see them on the streets and you think like maybe they are so lost because they get drunk each and every asubuhi, mchana, jioni utawapata like wamelewa, but you don't know their story. You're not like, you're not supposed to judge them. You don't know their story. You don't know who they are as people until like maybe you get to sit down with them and have a conversation with them. That's when you know, like, wow, these people, they are so impactful even to your life. You know, these people, they can save you so much than just you know, like just anybody else. In fact, they are strangers to you, and they are people who can help you more than even how a friend can help you. So these are some of the lessons I have learned throughout 2022, more so this end bit part of 2022. So yeah, so, and for more advice, for more conversations, keep it here. So I will insist again, in case you haven't like subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And I go by the name of Alex on all social media platforms, so kindly share. Also tell me your views on like what are some of those things in life, ama what are some of those things it's hard for you to believe, like on the comment section, it's hard for you to believe, um or some of the hardest truth like in your life that you feel ama you learned like recently about people, about yourself. So yeah, and until next time guys, adios, bye.